Hey everybody, I wanted to come to you guys today and do a video um, pertaining to my booth or my recording space. And I want to show you some things. If you can see, what I had to do when I got the booth was I was having a lot of bass issues. All right, and you notice I've got like a pillow over there. I'm having a lot of bass issues. Like here behind this is actually all, if you look, it's all actually packing blankets, because I have one wall right here that has bass traps. The rest of them did not. There is carpet on the ceiling, but it's just a thin carpet, and there's like a very thin liner of carpet on the floor. Here I had built a while ago a 4-inch thick, about 4 feet high bass trap for like out in the room. So, I pulled that in and stuck it there. But what I want to do today is I have a lot of this material left over. Okay. And I also have a bunch of insulation. That's Corning insulation. You can also use, I think that's, what is it? It's safer. I don't know. There's another one that is sound deadening that you can get from Lowe's. This one I had to order, but they're both really good. And they're just sound deadening insulation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build two pieces that are going to run across the top here, and they just Velcro. The cool thing about this is that you can Velcro stuff. All right, and I'm going to do that today. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build ones that go all the way around, and then I'm going to actually build corner trap ones by simply taking the foam that's in here that I'm going to show you. Not this one. I have more foam in the garage, and this material, and I'm just going to build it without a wood frame. This has a wood frame, and then I'm going to use Velcro to stick it to the walls, because the walls you can Velcro anything here and it stays up. That whole light up here is just Velcro to the ceiling. It doesn't move. So I'm going to do that and try to get all this other stuff out of here and get it. And the sound is really good in here, but the issue is that there's a lot of space being taken up by this, and it would be nice if I didn't have to do that. So that's what I'm going to try to do, and I'm going to try to bring this, I want to bring this video, go out in the garage, we're going to make this so you can see how I do it, and I think it's something you can do for your recording space, as well as being able to put it in any booth that you're in, okay? Because this will allow you, if you've created a booth out of packing blankets and so forth, like I did when I first started, I could have done this on that by simply taking, PVC pipe, which I have. And what I'll do is I'll probably do another video showing I still have all my PVC pipe. I still have all the stuff. I set that thing up and took that fort down 1,000,001 times. So I'm definitely an expert on how to do a fort. I called it my hobo hut, or my hobo fort. My family did, because it was packing blankets and PVC pipe and pillows and tons of different stuff. And it worked. Made lots of money in that, which allowed me to buy this. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead. The thing about a whisper room, as I found out, is that the whisper room is great and you can get all this foam, but you're gonna have to make your own modifications to it, because it just doesn't it doesn't come with everything to make it, the boxy noise, the bassy noise. Now I would imagine higher pitched voices are not going to have as bassy of an issue, because this foam really does get all the high-end frequencies out, and I love the color. But I hate coming in here and seeing all this stuff, and I still feel like I can get a better sound with more room in here. So I can actually put a stool in here. I can put a stool in right now, but yeah, but I thought it would be really cool to show you guys doing this, and that you could copy it, all right? Okay, let's go to it. Hey, I am in my garage right now, and I want to show you the material we're going to be using, which is right here. It's just like a muslin cloth. I got this from Amazon, but you can also use this right here, which is muslin, or it's a cloth-based canvas that you can get at Lowe's or any of hardwood stores, Home Depot, anything like that. Super cheap, couple bucks for something like this, and this would be perfect for wrapping the insulation. Okay, things we're gonna need. We're gonna need some gloves, all right, to handle the insulation. We're gonna need some scissors to cut the cloth, okay? You're gonna need a ruler so you can get an idea of the length. Remember we said it was gonna be 10 inches. I think I decided 10 inches by 4 feet long. I was gonna make 2 of those, one for each side, okay, of the ceiling part. Like an insulation knife, just makes cutting the insulation a lot easier because the insulation comes in big sheets, which I'm going to show you here in a second. Actually, let's move over here. So if you see, this is what the insulation comes in, all right, and looks like. I had gotten 2 boxes of this, and there's 6 sheets in each box, all right, and these are the more sturdy foam ones, if you can see. I kind of like the sturdy foam ones a little bit better, but just because for our purposes it's going to work out. Okay? All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to cut the cloth. Okay, so I'm thinking that if it's 10 inches wide, okay, and then we have to wrap it around the backside. Oh, one more thing that you need. You are going to need some spray adhesive. I just saw this Gorilla spray adhesive at Walmart, so I picked it up, okay? So I thought, because I like Gorilla, this is how we're going to keep the cloth together. We're going to use spray adhesive on it, okay? All it is we're going to have the cloth and the cut pieces of fiberglass, or the Corning, the Corning insulation, okay? So, like I said, first thing I'm going to do is cut. So we need 10 inches, all right? Then we need to wrap it back around, right? So we need to be able to wrap it all the way around it, all right? So you think if that's 10 inches from one side, and then you'll need 5 inches, and then maybe 7 inches, plus the sides, okay? So you're probably thinking about 27 inches or so, right? That's about right. They're 10, 20, and then we've got, if I've got an inch, this is 2 inches thick, so if it's 2 and 2, that's 4. We got to do some math, so that's 14 inches. All right, then it would be another 10 inches. 14 would be 24, but we want a little overlap, right? So at least 2 inches, maybe 3 inches. That's why we're going to say 27 inches. Yeah, so 27 inches total, and then we're going to go 4 feet. Okay, so if it's 4 feet long, all right, then we need to make sure we're going to go a little bit more than 4 feet, right? Because we got to do 2 inches on the side, so 4 feet, 4 inches, okay? And then for 2 on each side, 4 feet, 4 inches. And then to wrap it up around, you know what I mean, we're going to need probably another 2 inches on each. So that's 4 feet, 8 inches. So we're going to do 4 feet. I'm going to cut out 4 feet, 8 inches by 27 inches, okay? I'm going to do that now. All right, you guys, so what I've done is, sorry, that was in the middle, like a phone call happened right when I was about to show you what I was doing. But basically what I've done here is I've taken the actual claw, and I've laid it out along this area right here and measured it so that it's pretty even at about 27 inches to 28 inches, okay? And I think what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to, because this is about a little over 5 feet long, so it is what it is. But I think I'm gonna do, because I was gonna do all those sides and everything, like I said, I think I'm gonna use the canvas cloth, all right, or the muslin cloth for the other, for like to taper, to give it a separate design, you know what I mean? So I can use it, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, if I'm gonna run out of this cloth or not, because I've already used it on those other things. All right, so basically, all I'm doing here is I'm just going to go ahead and cut along this edge like this. I'm not too terribly concerned with how pretty it looks, because no one's going to see this back part. And this is the part that goes up on the ceiling. Okay, so I'm just cutting through it. I've used different, I really like these scissors. They're like, They cut like bones and stuff too, so it's really nice. But I've used regular scissors too, so regular scissors works fine. And even these have a little, you know, if you get too far, but they're probably kind of dull. Okay. All right. So we have our cut piece of cloth. Okay. And I'm going to lay it here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my gloves. All right. And that way I can handle the actual foam here. All right, so I'm going to pull you over here. All right, to see, and what I've done here is I've set up this piece here to be my guide, because I wanted to, this is 4 feet long, so it's perfect, and I want it to be, we said we needed 27 inches, right? I think it was. So I'm going to see how long this actually is. It might not be 27. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This one's supposed to be 10. That's right. So let me pull this out and actually show you guys what this looks like. All right, so this is what the actual sheet looks like, okay? Like this, all right? And we are going to now take my knife, okay? I'm going to take my board, put it here. Measure 10 inches. All right, and then I'm going to measure 10 inches over here. That looks good. All right, now I'm simply going to cut. I'm going to go through that. Now, it's so easy with this knife. To do it, you know, another way would be really a pain. They also have electric knives and stuff. But I found that this knife just works wonderful. I mean, look at that. Perfect piece, cut out. Real simple, no problems with the sides or anything like that. We just had a little hiccup right there, but no one's gonna see that. Okay, all right, so now, what I'm gonna do, all right, is I'm gonna come over here, and I'm going to lay that piece out that we cut earlier. Move all this up. This is the extra. We can do another one. Put this down like this. Make sure it's spread out. Okay, so that's a little bit better angle so you can see what we're doing here. So I've got it like this, okay? It's just sitting on there. And literally, this is how it's gonna work. We're gonna fold it. I'm gonna pull it back, probably like so. I think I'm gonna fold the corners. Do you know what I mean? So that way, when we fold it back over, it will look a lot better and be more tight. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the spray adhesive. All right, and I'm gonna just spray it on the side here. Now I'm out in my garage with the door open. Okay, so that's important to note. Okay, so we wanna get that on there. Woo, you can smell it. All right. Now, I want it tight. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be crazy. But you know what's crazy is this foam, the spray, it's already like stuck on there. It's fantastic. Okay. All right. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this spray adhesive again. I'm gonna do on top of this. Okay. I've made it sure it's tight. And I am just now putting on the rest of the fabric. Okay? So now if you can see that right off the bat, we've got this piece here. That's not too shabby. Okay, all right, so cool. So now we just gotta firm up the ends. All right, and I think one of the best ways is gonna be to do this is to stick this together like so. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray that. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I spray that. So I can tell by doing what I did, it's going to be really tough to hold it together. I mean, at that angle. So I think what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to cut some of this off, because remember originally it wasn't supposed to be this long. I wish I could get this in the shot. There we go. I'm cutting some of this off. It was supposed to be shorter. I think if I remember correctly, we were only supposed to make it 4 feet 8 inches. You know what I mean? And ended up making it a lot more. Now I think actually if we cut the sides like this, so I'm going to put a slit down the side. Okay, that actually might do the trick. All right, so that way when we fold it over, we can have this sit inside like so. All right, and then just fold it over like that, and that way we can put the spray adhesive in here. Get that down in there like that. And I'm gonna put the spray adhesive there. Some spray adhesive here. All right. Then I'm gonna lap it up, just like that. All right, so there's one side done. Now I am not going to claim it's the prettiest thing from the backside, because it's not. However, I can say that from the other side, it looks pretty awesome. You know what I mean? So I don't think that we're gonna have too terrible of an issue with the backside being a little lopsided. And when I cut it, I was already dealing with a piece that was cut for something else, so it wasn't a straight edge. And like I said, I mean, no one, you know, we're not gonna see that side, you know, because that side's gonna be Velcro to the top. Now for the Velcro, and all I'm doing is the same thing over here, I'm just cutting sides. For the Velcro, I'm just going to use command strips that I bought at Walmart and stick them on here. I might even use some spray adhesive for that as well. Just so that it doesn't come off, but I found that the command strips, the back sides work pretty good on the fabric. You know, I think what I'm doing too is I'm definitely applying a liberal amount of the spray adhesive to it, because I want to make sure that it stays. All right, well, here is a panel that we just made. It is, all right, and you know, for all in all, it's not that bad. I can tell right off the bat that it is a little loose. I tried to pull it some, but I think we didn't get it all pulled. So I'm actually pulling it up and pulling a little bit more. Let's see if we can't get it to come forward a little bit. And then All right. Okay, I am back up into my recording studio. I'm simply going to use these command strips, okay? And here are the two panels that I made. All right, so now I'm just going to pull these out. And let's see. Okay, so here are the pieces on the back of the panels, all right? And we're gonna take these puppies and we're gonna put them into the whisper room here that currently has the light off. Okay, I am getting the first panel, all right, which is right here. And I'm going to put it up right there, okay? So I'm gonna put you right here. Make sure you're not as crooked, all right? And I'm gonna take this panel, cross your fingers, and I'm gonna stick it right up there. Okay, so at first glance it is hanging, but kind of by the hair of its chinny chin chin. I don't know. These aren't sticking on the back of, so they definitely do that. So it might be that we need to do the spray adhesive that I had originally thought of doing. So that way it doesn't come off. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. All right, I'll be back. All right, so what I'm actually doing is I have these little T-pins, okay, on the side. I'm actually putting them in on the side down here. You can see, putting them in here, and I'm gonna be putting them in, oh, here we go, down on the sides like this to keep it in, okay? Okay, I am not gonna lie to you, that was a lot more difficult than I thought, but I got them up, running along the ceiling, and I really like them. I can tell the way I took a packing blanket out that was running across here, and I think actually if, with that gone, I probably can run those forward so I don't have to do as many blocks, because that corner's taken care of. This corner is not. The one over here is not taken care of. And the one behind me with the packing blankets and the one over there is not. And then I've got packing blankets running along the floor. So I think I can, and I'd love to get that big thing out of here, although it doesn't hurt anything because it's right there and it does pick up some more stuff. But it's actually, I think, a lot better already with that in there, even if I took the blanket out. So, all right, well, in the end, what I had to do was take screws and put one on each side just to make sure that it would stay up, because for whatever reason, the material and everything just wouldn't stay up. And, you know, I didn't actually have to drill through the wood because the soft padding there, I just drilled into the soft padding and it was fine. So, because of the ridges, stayed up just okay. All right, well, that's how you make it put up panels. You improvise and do what you got to do. All right, so I'm going to be making more throughout the rest of the the week and stuff, and next week for the booth. But all right, well, hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.